So we will come up with a diagnostic and analytical review of the existing situation, which will then inform the recommendations which we will make. And these recommendations will be presented as we go along, and as Mrs. Glasgow indicated, to findings to a regional conference in Trinidad and Tobago. And very importantly, when we really look at the lay of the land, finally we will be developing an energy and environment management policy framework and action program for the private sector in Jamaica, in Trinidad and Tobago, and ultimately the Caribbean. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Eleanor. And we look forward to working with you on the project as you bring your considerable expertise and experience to this project. We'll invite now Mr. Ethan Houghton, who is the Managing Director of Ecology Engineering Services Limited, Jamaica's first ESCO Energy Services company. And so, without further ado, Ethan, good to see you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, Mr. Glasgow, and Dr. Wright. I do not have a lot to say. All I had wanted to say have been said. It has been said by my mentor, who might not know he's my mentor because I'm always there coughing in the dust behind his power and speed of process. But this is my mentor, Dr. Wright, and I pay tribute to him for all that he's done for me and with me and for Jamaica. Miss Eleanor Jones, I've worked with her for many, many years, and she has really added wind to my sail, and a lot of what she said that I could just say and put beside it, ditto, ditto, ditto. So it makes it easy for me. You know, the situation with regard to sports. I am like the guy who was playing cricket and you're the 10th man coming up to bat. Everybody else had made the 6s and 4s, and there's one ball, one run to win, and I'm the guy to bat. That's one thing. The other scenario is with a tense football match where we go into penalty shootout, and all others who have kicked penalties have done well, and I'm the one now to kick. So what I do therefore is, having been given you all, ladies and gentlemen, the information that I truly endorse and will pursue as well, I'd like to add a wish list. A wish list as it relates to what do we do at the near conclusion of this process of studies and deliberations. Because what in my years of working in the energy and environmental business in Jamaica and in the Caribbean, we've always been able to produce fantastic studies. I've been at it from 1979. And one of the things that I'm proud to say that have been accomplished is that when I went to my CEO at the time and introduced Jamaica's first solar water heating system in the commercial sector in 1978, I spoke to him about the savings in fuel and savings in kilowatt hours. I said, please, please, please don't talk to me about fuel and kilowatt hours. Come back to me with an economic analysis. Tell me how much I'm going to save. And that hotel had the first commercial solar water heating system in Jamaica, and yet a lot of people only remember the first commercial solar water heating system in Jamaica, or solar water heating systems installation. None of the studies have had that kind of reputation. We need, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, to move from the completion of fantastic studies to the implementation of the measures recommended. And I'm happy to hear that the financial institutions and government in a more forceful way are taking the necessary steps to see to it that these things are accomplished. My quick wish list relates to some of the measures that are very applicable, significant for national development, but have yet to be proven and applied effectively in Jamaica. Take, for instance, we talk about our peak demand for electricity and the shortage of our electrical output capacity. How about putting in thermal energy storage systems, systems that will make ice at night and utilize the ice to cool the buildings during the days, make the ice during the off-peak period? We have some tremendous benefits there. How about the utilization of refrigeration equipment that will produce free hot water for hotels at very, very low investment rate, while at the same time improving air conditioning and refrigeration systems efficiency? These things are cheap, effective, and have long-term effects. How about cogeneration, the production of electricity for commercial buildings and for facilities of food processing for plants and hotels? You do not, I mean, it's no problem for a hotelier or a food processing facility to produce electricity when there's a hurricane season, or when the hurricane has hit, God forbid. We have facilities that produce their own electricity for a month because JPSCO has been out. But we produce electricity in that way, wasting 70% of that energy to the atmosphere. Only 30% at best is used, even by JPSCO. But if we utilize a cogeneration system, we're looking at only dumping 20% of that energy in the atmosphere, effectively utilizing energy at the most cost-effective way. And it can be done because we've done it, but have not even recognized that we've done it. And in that regard, for instance, we can even take off some of the load of the JPSCO grid by producing our own electricity continuously on what is known as base load power generation. Very effective. We speak about the utilization of solar and wind, but yet we do not pay enough attention to efficiency improvement, where we utilize electric lamps at 40 watts for argument's sake, when an 18 watt or 10 watt LED lamp could do the same job. Now, if you're going to buy a solar photovoltaic system, should you buy it for a 40 watt system, or shouldn't you buy it for an 18 watt system at significantly reduced cost? So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, what we should also do is to take a systems approach. There's always a complaint that, oh, those environmental measures that have to be applied will cost us more. But in actual fact, most of the environmental measures, protection measures that need to be applied can make your cost significantly less and also be a selling point for your products, be it hotels, commercial facility, or industrial facility. Take, for instance, you can utilize hydrocarbon refrigerants to cool your processing facility at significantly lower energy cost. A hydrocarbon refrigerant consumes about 30%, 25 to 30%, proven in Jamaica, less energy than the refrigerants that you normally use in your facilities now. And at the same time, you eliminate the problems as it relates to the environmental related issues for refrigeration. And refrigeration and air conditioning in most of our facilities consume about half, and more than half in most cases, of our energy consumption. Yet we still utilize the worst refrigerants and the worst energy utilization equipment. Modern, up-to-date air conditioning units now consume less than half of the conventional type air conditioning units. Solar that we speak about, generally when we speak about solar, we speak in terms of solar electricity generation. But solar can produce air conditioning at significantly lower price, and of course a big selling point for any facility that does it. So this is my wish list, ladies and gentlemen, that you have been given all the basic information thus far. What I like to ask you to do is apply the wish list. If the point was made, and I will repeat that